Today is today is Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. It's 2:14 p.m. In about 1 hour, I will be washing dishes at 4 o'clock. Roughly about an hour. Whenever I get on a plane, a long time ago, the stewardess would say after I reached a cruising altitude, right? Cruising altitude. There's a thing called uh, you have to reach a certain level at which point you're able to consistently make money. And that divide is overcoming emotion. That deep, cavernous area of emotion. And cruising altitude is a point where the PA system will say like this: Ladies and gentlemen, you are free to roam about. What that means is that the airplane has taken off, reached approximately at about 30,000 feet altitude, and it is at a cruising speed, cruising altitude, and the air is calm and it is moving. Chances are it's riding the jet stream, a stream of air that flows through Earth as it allows consumption of the the saving of air fuel, because the jet stream is actually moving at a certain speed in line with the airplane, which causes less fuel consumption. And what that happens is that there's an elevation that occurs where the airplane will function at its maximum efficiency. That means that the same thing with day trading is this. it's the similar analogy of it's the similar analogy of a seed. I'm currently chewing on fennel seeds right now. I heard it's good for digestion. I bought a pouch and I got a just like a squirrel. I have a pouch in my mouth. The market is closed. It's 217. Forex market is still open. The Nasdaq is closed, but the futures is still moving. Small amounts. The volatility has dropped significantly. And now, today, what happened today is a series of circumstances which I do not regret at all. I met my ex-wife in Oregon. I was working for a company called Hynix, and she was a security guard there. And little beknownst to me that women love being dined out, even if you don't know how to dance. Chances are, if you know how to dance, you're a player. Okay? So there's a benefit of not being able to dance. So I met her, and uh, then we had a kid, and luckily for me, uh, I left Micron because they would not hire me as an engineer. I was working there as an engineering tech. So I left and I became an engineer. And I met the woman who would deliver 2 children to this world. I will be forever grateful. In the Bible, there is a book called Numerals or whatever it is, and it discusses the genealogy of the progression towards Jesus Christ, from David to Adam and Eve to uh, to uh, Cain and Abel, Noah, and all that. The lineage continues. And I met this woman who was willing to create these magnificent miracle of life. And any steps that I've taken leading up to that point could have altered. Now, where am I going with this? Um, I forgot. So the reality of the situation is, oh, the series of circumstances that led me to this. Yesterday when I was here at 11:30, the building would not allow me entry. So I had to get some sleep. So I got approximately about 9 hours of sleep. For the past for the past about 6 months, because of the bed bug issue, I have been relegated to dozing off while in front of the computer. And that's part of the reason why Office Evolution downtown, I had to leave there, right? They caught me dozing off. So, today, with that, I got a good night's sleep. And then I came in and I blew 2 accounts. And then I drew down 2 accounts. So that makes about 4 accounts. One of them was a very expensive one, which is a 50K trading challenge, which is $210. The other is $70, which is a 10K trading challenge. What I ended up doing is today was a down day. And I was attempting to force this bullish trade. Fennel seed into my lungs. So that is similar to what my trading buddy did. And what I've deduced from this in an awakened state is realizing that uh, that day trading is essentially to break free from this forever loop, is to make that solid conclusion, this aha moment, which essentially is to tame that emotion, tame it. Taming it means essentially looking at the world in this perspective, which is to say, trades, statistically based, nobody knows what's going to happen. I have an idea what might happen, but there's no certainty to what will happen. There's a statistical advantage, there's a statistical disadvantage to the point where I enter. When that happens, there is a chance that my trade will be a loser. Chances are that will happen to everybody almost 100% of the time. It is how I deal with it is the critical point of continuing on this journey as a day trader. If I become stubborn and cannot relinquish that trade as being a loss, then it could turn into a emotional and financial capital loss. That means that what I do from this point forward, which I predict now that I have come to this point at a cruising altitude, is this. The trade that I make right now is a loser. Okay. I accept it. I get out now. And I don't have to say to myself, this is the only trade that I need to do in order to make it steer it so that it goes into positive territory. It's just the way it is. I have to move on. That's it. The second part is I know that I have a statistical advantage in the market because I've made some studies, and the way that I trade, there is a volume that allows me to make the right trades, to see things in a clear light. When that happens, I will overcome this trade. So that means I need to just let go of this trade, look at things in a fresh perspective, and keep trading. After a while, I will overcome this situation and then make positive gains on my trades to move forward with what I set out to do currently, which is to pass a challenge. And from tomorrow, tonight, hopefully the locks will work tonight, things will be very different. And I am truly at a point where the stewardess is saying, you are free to move about. And now, what I say to myself as a day trader is, you are free to make money from the market.